Hello. Let's move on to case 3. So again, C major, borrowing modally. So this time we are borrowing from C Lydian. So C major, borrowing from C Lydian. All right. So the 1 major 7 can be replaced by a 1 major 7 sharp 11. So pretty much you just add the sharp 11 tension to the chord. So there's one condition though. Usually this is best used when the major chord is the last chord in the chord progression. So for example, if we have a 2-5 in chord progression here, D minor 7, G7, then usually you have a C major 7, right? That's cool. All right. But if you do this mode interchange thing, then that you can end the chord with a C major 7, sharp 11. You just add it to the end of the chord progression, or you can replace it outright. So either way it works. It's pretty much the same thing. And also, if you remember, if you checked out the section on upper structure, if you finished the section on upper structure, to realize a C major 7, sharp 11 chord, one way to do it is you can play a slash chord like this. For example, D on C. So that's actually D, F sharp A over C. So that's your 9th. Sharp 4, 11, and then there's 6. Okay. So technically, this chord that I'm going to play is actually more like a C major, 13 sharp 11, but no third. All right. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, go back to the section on upper structure chords. Then you should have a better understanding of what I'm doing here. But otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's take a listen. It's actually not that difficult. Okay, so C major. All right. So D minor. That's our 2 chord, and G major. So G's dominant 7. Sorry, or just a G major try. Okay, go to a C major chord. Okay, or just this inversion here. One more time. C, D. All right, so it's the last chord in the chord progression, and I'm kind of adding suspense to the end, and I'm gonna do this. All right. So it really only works, I should say it works really well if the last chord is a major chord, and then you kind of, take your moment here, and before you hit these chords, these chord tones from, D on C, okay? Let me do that one more time as if I'm playing live. So D. Okay. Ending the song, and I'm just adding a little bit of suspense by hitting the Dorian sound, the Lydian sound at the end. All right, that's one cool way to end a song. So it's used in by jazz musicians quite a bit. Okay, so that's the third case. Major chord replaced by major 7, sharp 11. You add sharp 11 to it, and you can realize the chord by playing a slash chord like this, D on C in this case. All right. So this is major borrowing from Lydian.